What is the US saying now about the risk of an attack?
Well, they are saying that their intelligence is also supporting this idea that an attack from Iran or some sort of retaliation from Iran is imminent and could come within days and possibly this week. And it's interesting, in fact, they're saying that because we're pretty much 2 weeks since the killing of this senior Hamas official in Tehran that Iran blames on Israel, and yet we haven't had that retaliation, even though every single day, it seems, Iran has been saying we will retaliate for this. But it does seem that now the intelligence is pointing towards this coming very soon, and Iran does intend to make good on its promise to do something as soon as this week. So certainly everyone seems to be poised for that. The question is, of course, what does that retaliation look like when it comes? Is it just a single attack, direct attack on Israel? Is it also Iran using its proxies around the region to strike at the same time through Hamas, through Hezbollah, and the Houthis, obviously, in Yemen? Is it a multi-pronged attack? But either way, what it seems to be is that Iran is also looking for something that's going to be calibrated and not going to set off that broader Middle East war.
What diplomatic efforts are being made then to avoid an attack? Because obviously last time that Iran attacked, it was repelled with the help of Israeli allies.
Well, that's right, and the US has made clear that it is willing to help Israel defend itself. But also you can see the efforts from countries in Europe and the US to sort of press everybody to wait and see how these talks go on a ceasefire over the war in Gaza, and they are due to happen on Thursday. We don't have a lot of details still about those talks, but everyone's dangling that possibility heavily, saying if you just wait, see if we can get a ceasefire finally in Gaza between Hamas and Israel, and will that be enough to placate Iran and ward off some sort of retaliation? That seems to be the heavy message coming from those allies.
Have we heard anything from Iran through all of this?
Well, pretty much every day Iran is saying we need to do something. We will have to retaliate. But they are saying they will retaliate within the boundaries of international law, whatever they mean by that, which is, again, a sense that they're saying they don't want to do anything that, further escalates things in the region. And they are sort of saying that they're aware of the broader tensions in the region. So the comments seem to be very similar every day, but also of the ilk that they themselves very much do not want that broader war.
We've also heard from the ratings agency Fitch downgrading Israel over the war. So this is also having a financial impact.
Well, that's right. I mean, this war in Gaza is having obviously a terrible impact humanitarily on people inside Gaza. It's having an impact on the economy of Gaza, which was already very weak to begin with. It's impacting the West Bank, of course, for workers who aren't going into Israel anymore, and it's having that economic impact on Israel. You can see that in the comments from Fitch last night, particularly concerned about debt, for example, the deficit, the amount that Israel is spending to fund this war, which obviously it can do for now, but does that have a longer term impact? And are you seeing growth that will start to slow at some point as a result of that also? And so you can see the concerns. They think, if the war is still going next year, you are going to see a more significant impact on the Israeli economy. And that follows, of course, Moody's making that ratings downgrade only a few months ago. So certainly as a collective, the sovereign market is taking a close look at this.